Excuse me as I kiss the sky. Hey, it's your girl, Miss Soncerae here. I was sitting in a hotel room with my ex-boyfriend, Benny, and I was looking over at the television. It was a small television and the screen was fuzzy, and I was watching Sports Center. He was holding on to me. He had like some kind of death grip on me, and I was like, he is holding on to me so tight, and he was snoring. And I think about the 3 years that I spent with him, really not with him, because we had broken up. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I was sitting there trying to figure out whether I was going to see him again after I woke up the next morning. Interestingly enough, I didn't sleep at all that night. Like, I watched him sleep for most of the night, and that was like the turning point of our relationship. I was sitting there trying to decide. I realized that, you know what? I've been really good to this guy. I've done so many things that are wonderful. I've always taken care of him. He's always thanked me for taking really, really good care of him. And he's given me plenty of compliments about my personality. But why, after 3 or 4 years, this man hasn't considered marrying me? There are a lot of reasons, different reasons, why men decide they're not going to marry a certain woman. They might meet a wonderful woman, a gorgeous woman, but not be ready. And it has nothing to do with that woman at all, but that woman will internalize that. And I decided, instead of internalizing the fact that I had spent all of this time with a guy who ultimately didn't marry me, I needed to list a couple of things that would actually make a woman wife material. Men always ask me, you know, do I feel like I'm wife material, and why haven't I been married yet at the age of 34? And it isn't like some kind of big mystery. It's just I haven't found the right guy at the right time. And most men who come back to me later on and discuss the situation between he and I, it's always, oh, I just wasn't ready. You know, you were a wonderful woman and you were compatible with me and everything was flowing right. You were a wonderful woman, but I just wasn't ready. So I consider myself a decent woman, a smart woman, a very kind and funny woman. To me, when a man sees a wonderful woman, I think a man needs to get his ass up and get ready, because it's not often that you run into a wonderful chick. I know for me, it's very, very difficult for me to run into a wonderful man. I also meet a whole bunch of men that tell me they married and wifed up the wrong women, and that they should have wifed me now that they know better. 7 reasons she is not wife material, okay? So you guys won't make this mistake, all right?
1.
She wants you to take care of her financially. There's this thing called joint income that is wonderful. Yeah, gotta love it. If she wants you to take care of her financially all of the time, she doesn't want to pay for anything, she doesn't want to put her money up front, any of that, she's the wrong woman, okay?
2.
She don't cook. Seriously, like no domestication whatsoever, doesn't clean, doesn't even know how to separate the colors from the whites. A real wifey don't even use glass cleaner to clean off the mirrors. She use vinegar. Good women that are wife material know every home remedy you can think of, okay?
3.
She has no friends. Not one friend, not even a half of a friend, not even none of that. Now, I'm not a fan of female friends, but I have a whole bunch of male platonic friends who have wives and girlfriends. You know what I mean? So even at the end of the day, I still have at least 10 female friends that I can call right now and hang out with. She doesn't have any friends. You might want to try to figure out why she has ostracized herself completely.
4.
Everything is one-sided. Like everything. one-sided. All of the time, it's all about her. She gets all of the gifts she wants. She gets all of the massages. She gets all of the catering, and you get zero. Now, to some men, they're like, okay, I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, you're comfortable with that initially, maybe at first. After you've been in a relationship for a while, that is going to irk your nerves, trust me.
5.
She don't like for you to hang out with your homies. I just said she ain't got no friends. So your little night out that you want to spend with your homies, she not hearing it. Bachelor parties, birthdays, nothing. Boys night out, nothing. She not hearing it. She wants you in the house with her. That's not good wifey right there. No. Part of being in a healthy relationship is you being an individual and her being an individual and having her own activities and projects. You need to have those things as well. You need to hang out with your friends and have guy time. She don't want you to have that. Something wrong.
6.
She's self-conscious. And I don't mean self-conscious on a healthy level like every other human being. I mean self-conscious to, it's like ridiculous. Like she's materialistic. Everything has to be perfect. Can't mess up her hair. Can't mess up her makeup. Can't do nothing. She has to have designer everything. Spending money, ridiculous amounts of money on stupid shit like jewelry, handbags, shoes, stuff that just stuff. That's too much. You mess around and both of y'all end up broke. I'm telling you, especially if she don't have no job. Because most women who are like that don't even be working like that. Like I had a girl driving a BMW asking me for gas money, and at the time I was driving a Saturn, so I'm looking at her like, how you asking me for gas money, Miss BMW? Really? You have no money? Priorities just all wrong.
7.
She is a bad listener. She don't listen to nothing you have to say. Even if you observed her behavior and you are giving a suggestion on how she can be better, she's not listening to that. She's not factoring it in. She's not trying to alter her behavior. None of that. She's just spoiled, and the way she is take it or leave it. This is me. This is blah, blah, blah. That's what a lot of women who are overweight use. They use that. Take me for who I am. A lot of women who have an attitude problem use that as well. So if you want to be a miserable husband, then accept that. If you want to be happy, you have to realize that in order for a healthy relationship to even happen, you guys need to be able to communicate freely. Like openly, like you need to be able to say what you have to say, and she needs to be able to listen, and vice versa. Y'all need to make some better choices after watching my videos and share with other guys. Don't be scared. Tell them it's this pretty young thing making these videos to help you get the bitches. Don't say it like that. Don't say bitches. I didn't say bitches. You didn't hear that from me, okay? I didn't say bitches. I said young ladies. It's your girl, Miss Soncerae here. I really appreciate you guys giving me your video topic suggestions. Please share or like or whatever that stuff is y'all be doing. When I do like video uploads, I love it when you guys hit me up immediately. I love it. Like right after the upload, right after everybody watches it, they text me and they tell me what they think, and I'm like, yay! I really appreciate that. I try not to ask anybody their name because I always want them to be anonymous when they're sending me video topic suggestions. But this one guy sends me something. It says, "Hi, Miss Smith. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I need advice about women. I'm a really good guy. When I talk to a woman, it seems like I only get the K. Michelle types, as in super crazy. It's easy for me to get women, but the problem is I guess I got sucker on my forehead or something. All the girls I meet just want my money, and somehow it don't take long. I almost always give it all up fast. After the money changes hands, the date is done. She goes bye-bye. Then I only get calls when she wants something. How do I avoid this? I want to be nice to my sisters, but it don't end up well. Thank you for reading this." Well, you heard that saying, you don't pay hoes to fuck. You pay hoes to leave. Yeah, so that's your problem right there. First of all, you're in Memphis, Tennessee, so there's a certain type of woman inside of Tennessee. I know it sounds like a stereotype, but it is true. Everywhere you go, a specific kind of woman is there. You know, it's like tribes. You know, people tend to forget that. People say you can't generalize a group of people, but technically, yes, you can if they come from the same tribe. Like, so if you have a whole bunch of ghetto chicks in one area, you notice that majority of the chicks act similar. It's because it's a tribe. So in Memphis, Tennessee, there is a specific tribe of women there, just how it is in Atlanta or DC or New York or whatever. You can always tell a New Yorker from a person that's from Cali, or you can always tell a person that's from Chicago or that's from Miami, you know. So it's different tribes, and people have to learn how to respect that. It's not necessarily generalization or stereotypical stuff, but it's just tribal, you know, especially in the African American community. We have that, and a lot of people don't realize that. But Memphis, Tennessee has a specific type of woman. But remember what I just said, you know, you got to be selective about the women that you date. First of all, take women on cheap dates. Like, men are shocked when I tell them to take me to a place like O'Charlie's, and then once they get the bill, it's like under $23. They can't believe it. A lot of women don't want to go to Applebee's or O'Charlie's or things of that nature because they equate how much you value them with how expensive the restaurant is. That's how a lot of shallow women think. But a woman who is genuinely interested in knowing who you are as a man will have standards, of course, but it won't matter where you two meet each other, as long as it's not too intimate, as long as it's clean, and as long as it's a respectful place. Like I always tell guys, don't take women to Twin Peaks, Hooters, Tilted Kilt, or any other place that another woman's boobies will be all in her face. We're not that complicated of a creature, trust me. A person shows you who they are from the beginning. It's just up to you to decide whether or not you want to ignore the signs. See me, I'm the type of woman that on a date nowadays, it's easy for me to just whip out my bank card. Like, nigga, I don't need you. I slap that card on the table so fast. Like, I'm fresher than you. Fresher than you. Oh, but that's just because I'm stupid like that. A lot of men don't like independent women. So, you know, when you become a financially stable woman, a lot of men don't like that anyway. So I don't understand what you guys want. Smack it in the air. Do you want a woman who is financially stable, or do you want a woman who just wants you for your money? Or are you like women to where you want a healthy balance, just like we do? You want it to be raining outside, but not really. You know, you want it to be sunny, but you want it to be cloudy. You want to be like a little misty outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never cut and dry. It's never black and white with anything. You want like a healthy balance there. Don't be giving these chicks your money. I know you're a nice person and you want women to have nice things, especially if it's a woman that you're going to be around. I get it, because I'm that woman. Like, I spoil men. You know, men I'm involved with to get whatever they want, you know, and that's the kind of woman I am. So it's easy for me to get used initially. So you have to learn a person first, inch it on in, like take baby steps. Don't just leap all in. You just jump all in, just going hard in the paint. You jump right out the airplane with no parachute. Take some lessons first. To be honest, I don't know how to start out with a woman the right way. Please post a video on how a man should start out with a woman he likes. 5 ways to start out with a woman that you like.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy.
Number 1, talk on the phone first. I don't mean just texting, but talk on the phone. If she's not a talking on the phone type of person, ask her on a date. Ask her on a regular date though. Maybe dinner. Maybe Starbucks coffee. Something, I don't know. Take her to a pizza spot if she likes pizza. Get her a calzone. Number 2, be honest about where you stand in the relationship. Seriously, if you just want to screw, say that. Women love that honesty. And take that slap in the face like a man if she tell you no, she's not interested in that casual fuck. But if you do want a relationship and you're a loving type of man, say that too, because the right woman will respond to that and be ready for that. Number 3, show her that you have some kind of backbone, but don't show her you have like this nasty attitude. Like, for some reason, men are walking around like super rude and ugly, and it's just nasty. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like I'm not even gonna sit here and entertain the side of the bed that you done woke up on. Dude, you is not Kanye West. I'm gonna need for you to turn some of that asshole down. Just turn it down a notch, okay? Turn it down. Was that number 3? Number 3. That's it. Where am I at? 4. I think I'm at 4. 4. Give her compliments, but don't be too complimenty. You know what I'm saying? You know what too complimenty means? It means that you're like too complimenting. Like, you're almost like a kiss ass. Like, you rubbing it on thick. So you can't rub it on thick immediately because it turns the woman off, and we're like, is he with me because he wants to get to know me? Or does he think that I'm just pretty and that's it? Because we don't look beautiful all the time. I'm here to tell you, especially me. Imagine what these ugly faces I be making look like without any makeup on. I woke up like this. Where your hands are to, I put it in the air. Number 5, which is the most important. I know I just told you all of the things that you should and shouldn't do, but the one thing that you should do is be yourself. So if you're too fucking complimenting, be that. If you want to take a chick to the tilted cute, because that's your spot, take her there. Like, if you feel like you're not being yourself after the 4 things I just named, then don't listen to nothing I have to say, seriously. Make sure you visit me at Soncerae.com. I am Soncerae. Fresher than you. Fresher than you. Smack it in the air. Clap, clap, clap like it don't care. Black men, you know what you need to do? You need to stop. You need to just sit still and stop. You need to get some chill. You all have no chill. There's some good black women out there, and there are some horrible black women out there. But you have women like me trying to teach you our struggles, our situations, our thought processes, our feelings, why we do what we do, why we live how we live, so you can understand black women a lot better, because it is completely obvious that black men don't know what they are doing when it comes to black women. You guys have no idea. And as I continue to sit here and make video after video after video after video, talking about race, talking about love, talking about relationships, it's only a handful of black men who can intellectually grasp the concept of the things that I'm saying. Majority of you men on here commenting on social media in general, you all don't want to learn. You don't care. When I'm seeing the stuff that you guys are saying on social media, when you're commenting on my videos, you guys don't want to learn about black women. You don't want to lead. You are completely fine with pointing the finger at black women and chastising black women and saying, this is how black women are. I'm tired of black women being this way. When are black women going to stop being this way? But what you don't do is take the time to learn why these women are like this to begin with, so you can be a part of the solution, so you can teach these women to be different, so you can teach your daughters to be different, so you can be a leader because your fathers failed to be leaders, or the black men in your life failed to lead you, or some other brother you know, and he went around and treated some black woman some kind of way, and now that black woman that taught another black woman to be a certain way. It's a domino effect. I had a man comment on one of my videos the other day talking about my mother. And he said, you know, your mother is to blame for your stepfather molesting you. Your mother is to blame for your father not being around. Because of the poor choices your mother made in men, it made you the way that you are. And most black women are that way because of their single mothers. Well, let me explain something to you about my black
single mother. Her mother was married 3 times. My black single mother, her mother was married 3 times. My grandmother has been cheated on, beat on, lied to, and my grandmother is half white. So my grandmother's mother was white. So when black men say to me that black women are the downfall, let me tell you something. My grandmother's mother was white. Her downfall was a black man. Because clearly, that black man wasn't a good father to my grandmother, or my grandmother wouldn't have had 3 husbands. My grandmother wouldn't have been beat and abused, or she would have came from a household with a powerful father who would have never taught his daughter that something like that is acceptable. So everybody needs to take accountability. I see more black men complaining about black women than anything. Yeah, it's some black women out here complaining. But what I see more of is black men complaining about black women, but not being the solution to the problem, just complaining. That says a lot about you as a man. If all you want to do is point the finger at black women and not learn how to help, just being okay with the fact that it's black women's fault. You don't want to help us. You don't want to help your damn self. You just want to sit there and complain. You think your complaining is helping? No. I can Google black women and all this negative stuff come up of black men complaining. You got all these good black women out here, graduated from college, owning companies, being good mothers. Y'all don't even exalt them at all. Where's the videos of the guys talking about the successful black women? Because see, if you talk about the successful black women, then you'll have other black women like, oh, maybe that's what I need to be like. But when you sit there and you complain about black women and that's all you do, that's all we see is your fucking nagging and complaining. That's it. You're not taking no responsibility. You're not leading. Lead. If you don't know how to lead, then look at a black man that's leading. And I don't mean a black man that's leading, meaning he has all of these views and subscribers on YouTube, so he must be a good leader. No, because all he doing is leading a whole bunch of negative ass black men. He's not leading any women. He's leading the negative ass black men into a negative ass direction with nothing positive to say. What good is coming out of that? How is it changing women? It isn't. How do you get onto YouTube? How do you get onto social media and you complain for years on top of years on top of years on top of years about black women, and you still don't see any change? The only change you see is in subscribers or views on your channel. And yes, I'm talking about Tommy Sotomayor, because what's happening is he's birthed a whole bunch of bitter ass black men. How come nobody else is making videos about Soncerae Smith other than bitter ass black men? A lot of people know me. Asians know me. White people know me. Indians know me. I got a lot of friends. I walk around this planet. I meet a lot of people, male and female. How come the only people complaining are the bitter ass black men? Video after video after video. And then you create little spawns. Your little spawns and devils are walking around posting comments on my social media pages saying things like prominent black men who have YouTube channels have exposed Soncerae. You can't expose Soncerae. You know why? Because you don't know Soncerae. You've never had a conversation with Soncerae. You never met Soncerae. And then you black men don't realize this. Don't do any research whatsoever. Follow the nigga, a leader who isn't even a good leader. And then you complain about how black women follow their pastors and employers. Their pastors and their employers are the only ones encouraging them to be better women. Black men aren't doing that. And then you wonder why black women don't want to follow you. Black men talking about I was a nice guy and a black woman didn't appreciate that. Why do you think that's so? Why do you think suddenly you can become an asshole and a woman loves you to death? You know why? Because they're used to being abused. It's familiar to them. They take comfort in something that they're used to. That means you black men been walking around here disrespecting and treating black women horrible as hell. That they are now used to it. Chameleons. Or they become women like me who are completely comfortable with being single. I don't care if I never marry one of you motherfuckers. Straight up. And it's so bad. It's so bad. I used to hate black men. And now it's at a point that I don't even feel that anymore. I just don't even want to deal with you altogether. I'm not even bitter no more. That says a lot. That I'm actually sitting out here taking the time to understand black men. I'm sitting here talking to as many black men as I can so I can understand where you all stand mentally. So I can see how I can help. I have reevaluated myself several times over, only to find that what you all prefer is the blame not being made on you. Also, you not having the responsibility of leading. That's the majority of black men. Black women, on the other hand, they want to do it all. You hear me? They want to be daddy. They want to be provider. They want to be protector. Black women have took over your role all across the board, black man.
Hey, it's your girl Miss Soncerae here, and it's my lunch break, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a video. I got some video topic suggestions that I want to read off, and sometimes I overlook them. If you feel like it's been a long time and I haven't responded to your video topic suggestion, please feel free to leave a comment on one of my videos, or to email me, or to text me. My phone number is in the long description box below, and you can go there and say, Soncerae, did you see my damn video topic suggestions? How you just gonna ignore me like that? Huh? To the people that show you love. Really? Really? That's all you gotta do. And I'll be like, oh, my bad, you know, and then I see your video topic suggestion. But, so, let's see. I'm gonna go in here. I got a video topic suggestion from Dre. It says, hello, Soncerae. First off, I'm one of your longtime subscribers, and I want your opinion on this. Why is it that when a woman will only date men 6 feet tall or better, or of a certain financial status, she has standards? It's preference, and it's her refusing to settle, etc. But men that won't date overweight women are seen as shallow and immature. I would love to hear an unbiased opinion, so that's why I'm reaching out to you. P.S. I'm going to come to ATL and marry you one of these days. Me with a husband, now that's a freaking miracle.
You sure you want to marry all of this? All of this?
Yeah, my shirt says selfie. Can you see that? Selfie. Yeah. So here's my answer to that. There's this thing inside of society. It's called a freaking double standard. It goes back to that whole same thing, you know, women can't go around sleeping with as many men as they'd like to because they'd be considered whores, right? But men they can go around and just sleep with whoever they want to sleep with, and nobody even really cares, right? It's one of them kind of situations. First of all, I think that it's okay for everybody. I mean everybody to have a personal preference. You know, people say they don't want to marry people who are divorced. They don't want to marry people who have kids. They don't want to marry people of a certain race. They don't want to date someone who doesn't have X, Y, and Z. To me, I feel like you as an individual, you know what kind of person you are. You know what you can deal with.
So if you decide that that's not what you want, that's cool, you know, and everybody should be okay with everybody else's preferences instead of judging them all the time for what they want, because you judging somebody else for what they want, but when it comes to what you want, you just as picky. Trust me. I know some people that give me the screw face because I don't like mayo. Not bad. Creamy shit ain't my thing. But you know, women feel like they deserve the best. And I tell men and women that they should always ask for what they are and not more or less. Like if you are not bringing that equivalent to the table, then you don't need to be asking for it. So there are women out there who are attractive. There are women out there who have the finances that they want and the money, the body, the whatever that they're asking for, they have. So in that aspect, it's fair. Men aren't shallow when they don't want a fat woman. But a lot of women who are fat or who are overweight feel like, oh, a man should accept me for who I am regardless to my size. And you know, there are also men out there who are like that. So it's not just all people are one way, you know. It's not that, oh, women can get away with certain things and men can get away with certain things. That's just a stigma. That's just, you know, something that society tries to make us believe. You get to decide what kind of person you want in your life. If the kind of person that you want in your life happens to not be fat, then that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out there that like BBW. You know what I mean? Like personally for me, I have a thing about too many damn muscles. Like I just don't like muscles for some reason. Like if you're hard and you don't have any softness to you, I don't like it. I think it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like you're too muscular. I'm gonna need for you to like pipe down a little bit with the steroids and the pumping the iron, okay? You're pumping the iron a little too much, musclehead. I'm gonna need for you to fall back on that ASAP. You know, I just don't like it, you know, too rough. You know what I mean? It might look nice. I might look over and say, hey, that guy looks nice, but I don't know if I would screw him. You know what I mean? So everybody has their preferences, and it is always one way, and it's okay for everybody to have their preferences. But there is a double standard in society, and if you follow along with what society wants, or you're worried about what society wants, then you know that men are shallow because they want women who are fine, you know, thing will be, you know, something in your life that will bug you. I just don't think if you're a fat man, you need to be saying, oh, I want my girl to be fine and skinny. Yeah, I'm gonna need for you to put the pork chop down and stop being delusional, okay? I have a friend. His name is Pete. I love Pete. Pete is like so special to me, and he's been my friend since high school. And he is significantly overweight. And sometimes he's skinny. You know what I'm saying? It like goes back and forth. Sometimes he's skinny, sometimes he's fat. Sometimes he's skinny, sometimes he's fat. But if he gave me the opportunity to be with him, I probably would. You know what I'm saying? Because I love his spirit. I love who he is as a person. So what he looks like on the outside doesn't even matter to me. You know, but a lot of people choose weight or finance or whatever. They choose just to fit whatever part of their lives. You know, there's a lot of things that come with being with someone who's broke. But there's a lot of things that come with being with someone who is overweight. You know, people who are overweight have diabetes and heart blood pressure problems and all kinds of illnesses, and so that can be stress on a relationship. So I see how somebody could not want that for themselves. But you know, do you? It don't matter. It's just that double standard that society tries to, you know, make us believe as a form of control. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how it is, you know. And the sheeple in this country fall for it. It's your girl, Miss Soncerae here. Don't forget that you can give me video topic suggestions by going to Soncerae.com and filling out the form and letting me know what you guys want me to make videos about. I will be happy to do that, okay? Nothing perverted. I know how y'all do. Yeah, so I almost went to throwing bolos with some dude at a restaurant. Really not some dude, but a guy that I had been on a couple of dates with. And yeah, guess what we were in there discussing? My damn edges. Now, I don't know why I get into a conversation about my edges with a man. Number one, you bald head, nigga. You have no hair. So why are you bringing up my edges in regular everyday conversation? Beats me. Okay,
You got your cosmetology license in your wallet. But some of you may know I'm all natural. Okay, I don't relax my hair. I don't relax my hair because they give women fibroids. It's bad, okay? It's very bad. Women have gone bald because of relaxers. Because of pulling their hair back, because of weaves, because of braids, because of all kinds of stuff, because of wigs. I just want my hair. You know what I'm saying? I want my hair. Food tells me, nah, I'm gonna let you know how it is. I'm gonna let you know how it is. I don't want you going out somewhere with me with your edges look like that. Perm your hair. This bald-headed ass nigga is telling me to perm my hair because he don't like my edges. Let me show y'all my edges. All right, here it goes. See my edges? My edges. Okay? My edges. Now, mind you, I don't have the best edges in the world, but I don't have that horrible edges. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's used to messing with a chick from Puerto Rico or some shit, or an Asian bitch, or, you know, a Caucasian person. Now, I'm confused as to how he even saw my edges because I had on a hat. It was a last minute date at a last minute time, and you know what? I had on my hat, and my hair was like this. You see how it's curly? And I had a hat on top. And so he was like showing me older pictures of myself with my hair perm, telling me that's how he want my hair. Then he shows me recent pictures of myself and said, look at your edges in this picture. And that's not how you looking right now. I'm like, yo, I look like that right now. I took that picture of me like 2 days ago. I haven't relaxed my hair in like 6 months. Dude, give me a break. It's like super wavy, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't help it. I'm black. Sorry, my bad. God tells me I can't come out the house with him or go out on a date with him again until I relax my hair. I was like, you must never want to see my ass again. I'm like, hold on, I'ma try not to lose my composure in this damn restaurant and check your chin. I'm like, make me understand something. Let me just try to see if I understand this correctly. Okay, you fucking my sideburns. Okay, you fucking my edges? Literally, when we having sex, are you gonna fuck this area right here? This is where you're going for? Listen up, Dr. Miracle. Let me remind you, just in case you sort of forgot, you are bald-headed. Just don't understand since when is this important? Since when does a woman's edges determine what kind of woman she can be for you? Like, can this woman build with you? If she doesn't relax her hair, does that mean that she can't be efficient in a household? If she has fucked up edges, does that mean that she don't know how to get head? I don't understand how the two go together. Is there a connection there? I just can't. Because I mean, I get the head thing because the edges are on the head. I just don't understand how they go together. That's all I'm saying. Just explain it to me. Why a grown ass man is sitting at a restaurant with me talking about my damn edges. Suddenly this man done turned into Madam CJ Walker on me. I had to remind him. I was like, hold the hell on, okay? I'm a grown ass woman. I don't need you to give me a live beauty tutorial in the middle of this restaurant. What's wrong with you? He was like, I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you're wearing as long as you look good from the neck up. Sir, pull over. Give me your cosmetology license and registration, please. I'm like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you've been smoking and or drinking, but I'm a beautiful woman. And I know I'm a beautiful woman, so maybe something's going on with you. Like, maybe, I don't know. You're walking around with a toothpick in your mouth all the time. I don't complain about that shit. You're 45, you got gray hairs in your beard. I don't complain about that. How the fuck you got a full beard and no hair on the top? How does it go together? Really? Come on, son, stop. Out of all the clothes you got, it ain't one damn button up in there. All you got is motherfucking sweatpants, Timberland boots, t-shirts, sweatsuits. Ain't got one damn suit or dress shoes. No button-ups, no nothing. You don't even dress like a grown man. But do I complain? No. Like, you niggas is tripping nowadays. I don't know why men tripping so hard nowadays. I don't know what's going on with you guys. Oh my God, like how you guys measure women. Like, really? Get real. Seriously? Oh my God, my edges? Cause of you niggas? I'm gonna be single forever. I just don't understand how a bald head person could give me hair advice. Really? The fuck? I got an email from Marshall. He said, men don't like wasting time. Come with it or do not come at all. Black women bullshit continually. They play too many games and it shows. And that their singleness rate is through the roof. Keep something in mind from here on out. Men want to fuck before wanting to get to know you. You are a very attractive lady. Very funny as well. But you waste time. Check out Ringo TV Raw on YouTube. Ringo explains things pretty well when it comes to what men expect from ladies. Peace. That was my Ray Liotta laugh. I'll take a look at this channel at my earliest convenience, but to be honest with you, after reading that shit, I don't disagree. Of course, I believe that that's what men want initially. Hey, it's your girl, Miss Soncerae here, and I want to thank you guys for giving me video topic suggestions, texting me, emailing me. I appreciate that. I don't disagree. Of course, I believe that that's what men want initially, but that's not what keep men around. And specifically, sometimes that's what women looking for, you know? Sometimes women just looking for your money and that's it, and that's what they want first. How you feel about that? Sometimes I want men to like stick their dick in like the door and just slam it. People always saying black women this, black women that, black women play too many games. That's why black women playing games, because all y'all be wanting to do is fuck. And instead of saying all y'all want to do is fuck, you come up with these interesting ass stories to make us believe that it's something else you want other than that. But let me tell you something about women who are smart. Women who don't need you, okay? What we do is we do things like tell you, listen, I'm not that kind of woman. I'm not your little jump off or whatever. I'm looking for a relationship. And I don't care if you stay or go. It's up to you. You can move on out the way and let another man who's genuinely interested in me take your place. You just prove my point, dude. And you wonder why black women are acting the way that they are. Dummy. You show a black woman respect, she'll show you respect. Your definition of respecting a woman is very different from a woman's definition of respecting a woman. So if you keep trying to respect a woman in a man's way, you are going to get disrespected by a black woman. Now, if you learn what the definition of respect is to a black woman, and you carry yourself in a manner that is appealing to her and respectful to her, you ain't never got to worry about neck rolling, eyes rolling, all this. Okay, all this is gone once you figure out what respect means to the woman that you're interested in. But a lot of you can't figure that out because you're too busy looking at her ass. Stop thinking so much about pussy and try to understand a woman's mind. Okay? It's the problem right there, man. Come on, son. You just proved my point. You didn't make me look stupid. You made yourself look stupid, man. I be getting messages like this come to my email. And then when I do a video like standing up for myself, oh my God, everyone's in awe. By golly, I stood up for myself. My God, I'm such a bitch. I'm supposed to stand up for myself, and I'm supposed to stand up for other women. You know, because the way the media is depicting us right now is not pleasant. The way that we're being treated is not pleasant. No one is standing up for us. So me as a woman, I have to say, this is who I am. I like to fuck, but I don't want to be used for it. Okay, men like fucking strangers. I get that. That's your thing. But that's not what all women like. And I'm not about to bend over backwards and start liking fucking strangers just so you can like me. That doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck who YouTube channel you want me to watch. I don't give a fuck. If it's telling me that I need to lower my standards and expectations in order to get me a man, I'm not gonna do it. Everybody got standards. Everybody got expectations. And men tend to feel like a woman's expectations are too high. They're not too high. They're just different from yours. Maybe you just a low maintenance motherfucker. And that's fine. You like Jell-O instead of creme brulee. Man, whatever floats your boat, bruh. But I know how I want to be treated. The number one scam in the country? Child support. I'm just saying, that child support shit is a scam. I don't think men should have to pay child support if they don't want to. And there's a reason I feel this way. I'm not coming from a perspective of a regular woman that's looking from the outside in. I'm coming from a perspective of, I'm a mother myself. I have a 12-year-old. My daughter's father has never paid child support. You know why he's never paid child support? I never put him through having to do something like that. We don't have that kind of relationship. If you give a man room to be a provider, he will do that. If you chose the right person to have a child with. I picked the right guy to actually have a child with. He gives abundantly because I gave him the opportunity to do so. We've never had a problem. I don't have baby daddy drama. He don't have baby mama drama. We just don't have that type of relationship. Anytime I hear a man say something like, I gotta pay child support, I feel like these women are raping these men. Seriously, for real though. A man should have to choose whether or not he want to take care of a child or not. I'm the type of woman, if a man don't want to take care of his child, then he need to walk and I can handle this on my own. The choice is his. He gotta live with that. He gotta live with him not being the kind of father he needs to be to a child. That's his decision for him. I'm not about to bring the courts into my business and have them deciding what he should do. If he don't want to do it, then he shouldn't have to do it. Y'all be getting these niggas on child support for real. Ladies, you shouldn't make a man have to pay child support. If he wants to take care of his child, let it be something that he wants to do, not something that he has to do. If he doesn't want to take care of his kids, then that is the wrong man that you chose to have a baby with, and that is your choice. You chose this wrong, fucked up ass nigga who don't want to be a father. That's your fault. If you would have chose a good man to begin with, he would have wanted to be a father regardless. He would have wanted to be a father the second he laid eyes on the baby when it came out the womb. So to me, I feel like, yo, if a man don't want to take care of his kids, if a man ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing just off the strength that he a man, then he ain't no real man. He just some nigga. He just somebody to help populate the world. He not a real father, a real role model, somebody that you needed to be having kids with in the first place. So the choice was yours. You made that fucked up decision. I'm sick of girls going to the courts, getting niggas for child support that ain't got no motherfucking job themselves, living off of the government, food stamps, Section 8, and they getting child support payments from all the baby daddies they got. Come on, bitch. Seriously? And you ain't got no job? Come on, take care of your kids yourself. Don't use the excuse, oh, I ain't got no job. And you asking this nigga for extra money on the side to pay for other shit when he already kicking out. What are you doing to help you out? What are you doing to be a good mother to your children? See, I'm feeling like women are starting to abuse this whole child support thing. I'm serious about this, man. I'm telling you, ladies, rethink this. Let these men be fathers because they want to be fathers. If they don't want to be fathers, let them motherfuckers kick rocks and be out. Don't be trying to pressure them to be a father because they should want that. That is something that they should want. You shouldn't have to make a man do that. You stressing yourself even getting help from him. Don't even worry about him. Let him walk off and do his thing and you handle it. You can do you, boo. You can do this. I see single mothers walking around every day doing it big, got their job, got their own car, got their house together, got their bread together, got more than one kid and don't need no man. You can do this. You can do this without them. So don't be begging them to be no father. Let them send money because that's what they want to do. Let them be around. Let them come pick up their kids. And that's another thing. It's chicks out here who got good fathers for their children and they still treating the father of their children like he ain't shit. Won't let him come pick the kids up. He want to call the kids and talk to the kids on the phone and you ain't answering the phone. Got his kids around other niggas and shit. You introducing your kids to some man you met a couple of weeks ago and you got them kids calling him daddy. Get off this whole child support thing. If you would have chose right in the first place, you wouldn't be having this problem to begin with. Choose somebody that wants to be a father. Talk to him before you start having unprotected sex with him about what kind of man he is, what kind of husband he would be, and what kind of father he would be. And if those answers to any of those questions don't sound right to you, then you need to rethink having unprotected sex with him. When did women stop probing men to try to figure out who they are before they started sleeping with them? Because let me tell you, me and my daughter's father had the conversation. We sat down. When we started having unprotected sex, me and him sat down and had a conversation about what kind of parents we would be. And we both decided we wasn't going to let the courts come in and make decisions about me, him, and our children. We would sit there as adults and work it out together. And we would put aside everything that needs to be put aside between us for us to be better parents for our kids. And that's the conversation that men and women need to be having before they had kids. Hey, it's your girl Miss Soncerae right here, and I have a video topic suggestion. I got video topic suggestions coming out my ass, okay? Look at my nose, I got nose. Why these black young brothers still sagging their pants like they don't know what it means? What's interesting about that specific thing is because I promote football Sundays and Monday night football at a venue here in Gwinnett County where I live. And at this venue, there are some nice looking men. They're clean cut. They don't wear baggy pants. They don't have dreads. Their hair is cut. Their beard is cut. I mean, and they just look really nice. It's not that they're wearing designer or anything, but they just really well kept gentlemen. So I was speaking to some other people that wanted to come and, you know, join in. And they wanted to understand why there was casual attire at this place where men are supposed to come to watch the football game. And I tried to explain to these guys, you know, it isn't so much of you dressing up. It's more of just be clean cut. And they could not understand. They were like, I just went to work. I don't feel like changing my clothes, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. It's women walking around here looking their best, smelling their best, having their hair done, exercising, doing all these things just to be beautiful. And they happen to be walking up in this lounge too. Don't you want to look good for those ladies? Don't you want to smell good? Don't you want to have your beard looking good? Like, how you look on the outside is pretty much a representation of who you are as an individual. So if you're walking around here with your ass out, or we seeing your boxers every time you walking in front of us, it's not a good look. Your boxers are supposed to be underneath your clothes. Your ass is not supposed to be out. And what's the purpose of you having on a belt if your pants are going to be underneath your ass? Like, how is that even comfortable to wear? Do you know how awkward you have to walk in order for your pants to stay underneath your ass? Like, what kind of skill does a man have to be able to do that kind of formation with their legs in order to keep their pants from not falling down? It used to be a fad. Is it a fad? You know, and I don't see how that's cute. Like, I never thought it was cute, even when I was younger. Like, I never thought that was attractive, and boys was trying to do that then. It wasn't as saggy as it is now. But boys used to sag their pants when I was in high school and when I was like in my early 20s and 25. And as I got older, men started, you know, putting their clothes on the proper way. You know what I mean? Like, covering it up. And it still amazes me that men over 30 are still dressed like this. Like, why are you still dressing like a child? It's like you're coming to the club with a onesie on. You feel me? Like, you just get to a level of maturity where that type of clothing is no longer suitable for you. So as these men are walking around, and I'm trying to explain to this guy, you know, it's not about whether you have money or not. Because he tried to explain to me, you know, I have money in my pocket. I have a lot of money in my pocket. You know, what difference does it make if I'm going to spend money in the club? That's besides the point. You look like you don't have a fucking cent. So why would somebody, you know, look at you and be interested in you, especially when you are around a certain class of people? Like, people don't understand the different class levels. They think that all people feel like they're all on the same level. Not all people feel like that. Like, it's like wealthy people out here that never even sit next to somebody that isn't as wealthy as them. And you can't really judge them. That's just how they are. It's nothing you can really do about that. You can't control how people, you know, behave or what people want to experience with their life. You don't have any control over that. So if I'm saying to you as an individual, this specific crowd of people, they like to dress nice. They like to look good. They like to shave. Why are you questioning me about these people liking to shave? Just let them people shave. If you don't want to shave, don't shave. And then don't come around. You know what I mean? Like, it's that simple. But people will try to change what you want to fit what they want. And I think that's just a really, really big mistake. But it's a level of maturity. It's like a lot of guys just don't know better until you tell them the significance of how they're behaving and what it looks like to other folks, how it's a reflection of who they are as an individual. Like, you don't want to come to the club with a pacifier in your mouth and a onesie with a rattle with a damn beard born talking about some mama. You a trap star. Don't bring the trap star to the club. That's all I'm saying. If you want to stay a trap star, stay on the strip. To each his own. If you want to dress like a trap star, be around other trap stars or kick it where other trap stars hang. But if you want to be around a different set of people who take pride in their appearance, don't knock them because they know how to dress themselves and you still want to dress like you from the trap. It's as simple as that. I do say that this has a lot to do with men that don't have their fathers. Their fathers never taught them how to get dressed, because every man I know that has a father walking around with a suit and tie on over 30. If they had some kind of father figure somewhere, you know, or maybe they had an older uncle or something like that taught them how to be a good person. They know how to carry themselves in a better way. So that's my take on it. I'm not sure, but you know, to me, men who dress like that look utterly ridiculous. I've never been a fan of thugs, ever. So, you know, I just never thought it was cute. So we're talking about why I never get approached by men when I'm out. Like, men will try to holler at me on Facebook, but when I'm out, like, men barely want to talk to me. And I was around a group of fellas just recently, and none of them tried to holler at me. So I talked to one of the guys that was in the room with us. I had like a get together, you know, it was a lot of people at my house, and I talked to one of the guys, and so we're having a conversation, and I tell him who I think the prettiest girl in the room was, and he tells me, no, by far, you were the prettiest, and you were the one getting the most attention. And I'm thinking to myself, how is that even humanly possible? I told him I didn't understand. I said, no one tried to holler at me, no one asked me for my phone number, no one asked me on a date, no one did any of that. So how was I supposed to know if somebody's feeling me if nobody says anything? So he's like, well, you were. Trust me, ask all the other guys. So what I do? I went and asked all the other guys, and all of them said the same thing. And I'm like, well, why didn't anybody try to get at me? And he told me that I was a hard woman to approach. He told me it takes a special kind of man to try to holler at me. I said, yeah, the ugly ones. Ugly men are so brave. Like, ugly men will walk up to me at any moment and say, hey, how you doing? Can I have your phone number? I mean, really ugly men. Men that have to know that they're unattractive. Not the ugly guys that dress really nice, to put themselves together, really smooth, looking all good. I'm talking about really ugly men. I'm talking about ugly men that don't know how to carry themselves. Because I date an ugly guy that's attractive in a whole bunch of other ways. Like, he could be smart, he could know how to dress, he could be funny, you know. But most of these men that try to holler at me don't have that. So I started registering in my mind, okay, at this meet and greet, since I was the prettiest woman there, technically I could have just been in a room full of ugly ass women. He says to me that men feel like they have to be on their A game to approach certain women. They see certain women, and these women have themselves together, they're beautiful, they dress nice, they have money, clearly. And so men feel like they have to have fancy cars, more money, big chains, whatever the case may be. Fellas, listen to me, okay? You gotta learn how to size a woman up, okay? You can look at certain women and realize that they're wholesome and not as materialistic. Like, I dress nice, but I'm not a materialistic person. Like, I don't care for a lot of that stuff. I don't wear Coach, I don't wear Gucci, I don't wear BB, I don't wear BCBG, I don't wear Michael Kors, I don't wear Marc Jacobs, I don't wear Chanel, I don't even wear Donna Karan. I got my handbag from JCPenney. Seriously, fellas, you're thinking too hard, okay? If you find a woman that's attractive, okay, and you want to approach her, you got to size her up first. Look at what shoes she's wearing. Look at her handbag. Is she wearing fake nails? Does she have a French manicure on her fake nails? Does she have a weave? Is she sporting a handbag that's Gucci or Prada or something like that? Does she have on red bottoms? Think about this. This is the stuff that you have to look at. A woman can be very, very attractive and have none of those things. You can tell a materialistic woman from a regular, wholesome, nice woman. Me, I'm a regular, wholesome, nice woman. I'm not a, you know, walking around here expecting for a man to buy me this, take me to this place, do this and that for me. You can tell by how I carry myself. Number one, I think artificial nails are nasty. I hate fake nails. Just how men hate weave, I hate fake nails. I hate to see it on women, okay? You never see me with it. See, look at my spirit fingers. Do you see any of that on me? No. Weave. Do I have pounds and pounds and pounds of Remy hair on my head looking like a tranny? No. I might rock fake eyelashes, but my makeup is not MAC. My makeup is CoverGirl, Queen Latifah collection, straight up out of Walmart. It's not that deep to me. So fellas, when you're thinking about approaching a woman that you find attractive, just size up what she's wearing. Look at her blouse, look at her jeans, her shoes, if she's wearing any jewelry. Look at her hair. Pay attention to these things. Like, if you don't know the difference, take some time to look in the female department in a department store. Go look at the makeup and the jewelry and see how much everything costs, okay? The most expensive things seem to be the nicest, okay? And the cheapest things tend to look cheap. So if you can look at what quality is and what quality isn't, you'll be able to tell what's what. Like, some women who look like they have quality are cheap on the inside. Most of the women who spend ridiculous amounts of money on stuff are cheap on the inside. People who aren't cheap or of quality on the inside don't need materialistic things to make them feel better as a person. That's how women are. So if you need to figure out what wardrobe looks like what, take the time to go to a department store. Check out the trends. Look at the shoes. Look at the women's shoes. Look at the women's handbags, the jewelry. And you'll see the difference. You'll be able to pay attention to stuff like that, and you'll be able to look at women and be able to size them up. Just because a person look like a quality person on the outside doesn't mean they're a quality person on the inside. People always compliment me on how I act and behave in public. They tell me I'm fun, I'm really cool, I carry myself like a lady, I'm built very nice. And you know, you guys don't get to see me walking around. You guys see me on YouTube. Most of y'all probably think I'm like super duper chubby. But the interesting part is you see me in person and I'm not even close to being fat. Like, people see me in person and they're like, you look nothing like I thought. You look way better and you're shorter. Oh, you're not even fat. They say you're BBW when you're not. If you see me in person, you'll be like, oh my God, she looks nothing like I thought. She's like so beautiful. That's what everybody says every time. I think what people tend to see in me is the beauty of me from the inside. And you know, just how I carry myself, what I believe in, my character, all of that is important. And that builds me as a woman. So I wear that on the outside of me. I got my cheap 9 West wallet from Marshall's, I think, or like Target or something. Yeah, I'm not a fancy dancy girl at all.